This is why I can't wear white. I put on white, I do swatches on my arm, and then I go to reach for something and now my boob is pink. Great. Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. If you are coming back to one of my videos for another review, thank you so much for joining me again. And if you are new, I really hope you enjoyed this. So today I'm going to be talking about a product that came in my April Ipsy bag subscription, and that is a OFRA blush in the shade Peach. I have it here in my magnetic palette, a few other things next to it, but this one right here is the product. It's what I'm going to be talking about today. If you've watched some of my reviews before, I tend to talk about the company, then the product, and then give my review. I'm going to be doing that today, not talking a lot about the company because I've done a couple of other OFRA reviews, which I will link down below in the description bar. So if you're interested in more about the company itself, you can go and watch those videos. I will also put timestamps down below, so if you want to watch certain parts of this video, you can do that. And let's get into talking a little bit about OFRA. As I mentioned, I've talked about OFRA a couple of times before, so this is going to be the quick and dirty version. The company was founded by OFRA Gato, who was a esthetician for many years, like decades. She has a ton of experience in the industry, so she has a strong background for creating her own cosmetics and skincare and beauty tools, all the rest of it line. They have a huge, all kinds of products, pretty much everything you can want in terms of cosmetics, and a lot of stuff in skincare as well. They have their own factory in Florida, so it is interesting to know that they have more control than most companies over the manufacturing process. So that may be of interest to you if you like the idea of things not being sent out to other countries to be done. They do all of it in-house, which probably gives them a little more of an ability to be quicker on picking up trends and also to have, as I said, control over the process. I do have something that I want to mention, which I don't want to sound snarky, but I just want to put this out there as something I've been thinking lately. In my last OFRA review, which was a week ago, 2 weeks ago at most, I talked in the part where I spoke about the company about the many collaborations that they do. Manny MUA, Kathleen Lights, and their latest one with Nikki Tutorials. I love Nikki Tutorials. Let me say this first. I think she is talented and gorgeous, and I actually follow her on Snapchat. And I find her to be so sweet and so genuine and so lovely. So when I say what I'm going to say, I don't mean this to be a slam against Nikki in any way. But she came out with her collaboration with OFRA, which was 3 liquid lipsticks and then a highlighter that had 3 different shades in it, so it would be suitable for any skin tone. And it came out as a kit. You could just buy you had to buy all 4 products together, and it was on the pricey side. Now, immediately they had a discount code for it, and a lot of people said, why not just price this at a lower price point? But in any case, as they tend to do with limited editions, is they sold out like in less than a week, I think, of the product. Now, from what I understand, the whole package is now on sale at Ulta, so you can get it there if you are in the States. And I believe that Nikki did a Snapchat explaining this over Easter, but I had family, so I wasn't watching it, so I actually didn't get to see this. But I now notice that they are releasing each of the products individually for sale, and I feel kind of bad for people who are probably big fans or people who really wanted one product who maybe didn't want everything and yet bought everything and have a couple products in there that they're not going to use because they bought it right away. So I saw a lot of people in her video where she introduced it saying like, I would really love to have one of those colors, but not others. And I'm the same way. There was more of a nude color in there, which I thought was really pretty. And OFRA has amazing formula on their liquid lipsticks. But there was a dark shade and then a really like hot pink shade, I believe, that were just not my cup of tea. But if I was like a die-hard Nikki Tutorials fan, and especially because fans of a lot of beauty influencers have a tendency to be younger, especially the ones that want to snap up everything that their favorite beauty blogger does right away, are likely to have bought the whole set, and you're probably going to have a couple products that you don't use. And then people who were not quite as enthusiastic, maybe not huge Nikki super fans, now have a chance to spend less money to just get one product. And I find it hard to believe that they weren't planning on doing this. And I don't say they, like, I find it hard to believe that OFRA wasn't planning on doing this already. Like, let's put the kit out, let's let that like hype it up, and people will buy it when, you know, it's the highest price tag, and then we'll release the products individually so that people who weren't willing to buy the whole kit, we still get them to buy our product. I feel bad for people who bought the whole thing thinking, I really want 2 of these products and I don't want to miss out. It's another thing about limited editions. I just feel bad. And I think that they should have either kept it all as one kit or immediately had the products for sale individually and then have the entire kit at a discount if people wanted to buy the whole thing. Or they could have put one limited edition product that only came in the kit so that there was a reason to buy the kit if you were a huge fan or you really wanted to get that one specific product. That's everything I'm gonna say about the company. I'm sorry that that was a little snarky and but it's what I've been thinking about OFRA lately is I don't love the way that they approach that. I should mention as well that somebody pointed out to me in the comments after my last video about OFRA that they said that they are now selling a limited selection of OFRA at Ulta if you are in the US. So let's talk about this product in particular. This is their peach blush, and they have a number of different blushes for sale on their website, and you can buy them in 2 different formats. You can buy them like this, where it comes as a pan that you can put into a magnetic palette. If you do that, you are getting 4 grams of product. It's not a huge amount of product, but you can buy this for $12. The other thing that you could do is buy this where it actually comes in a container that closes, so you don't need to have a magnetic palette to put it in. And you get that for $15. So you get a little bit of a savings by buying it in this format. As I said, they're not huge, but if you want a little less product for, you know, a little less money, then this is a good way to go. For a couple of their blushes, they also have their XL size, which is, I believe, 8 grams for $28, and those are all American prices. And those do come not in the magnetic pan size, but in the full container size. So while I do think that this is a small amount for a blush, you can get a larger amount, but then you're getting up there in price. But perhaps it's a nice way for, you know, $12 American, which is a little bit more like high drugstore range, try out some different blushes from OFRA. When you do go to their website to look at this, you get a very limited description of what the blushes are. They pretty much just tell you about the tone and color of it. What I'm going to do here is insert swatches of this OFRA Peach Blush as compared to other blushes in my collection, as well as against a highlighter, because I find this to be a very, this is a very shimmery, highlighter-ish blush, to show you the color tone of this against others in my collection. So here are some swatches to show you the tone of this blush. Right here is the OFRA blush in Peach. Next to it is my NARS Orgasm, which you can see looks much more pink. Next to that is Milani Baked Blush in Berry Amore, which I also think of as peach, but it's a very brownish peach as compared to this. This is Bahama Mama, not Bahama Mama, Hot Mama from the Balm. It looks almost hot pink compared to the others. And then this is actually the Jessica Liebskind Vintage Highlighter in Rose Gold. And to me, these are the closest dupes. This is closer to a highlighter than to any other blush that I own. So what is my opinion of this blush? Well, this is not a blush for me, but that does not mean it's a bad product. So this blush is very highlighter-ish. It doesn't have shimmer or glitter in it, but it has a strong sheen to it. And you could see that, hopefully I think you could see that in the swatches, that the closest dupe that I had for it is actually a highlighter. So I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing. If you are somebody who has very beautiful skin where you really want there to be a glow and you don't have a lot of texture on your skin, or you like a pink highlight, this could be very nice for you. I hope you can see the shine that I have here from wearing this today. I'm having a bit of issues with my normal lighting, so I'm not sure if you can. But when I put this on, I actually find it hard to see the color on me, and if I build it up, it becomes like highlight here. And for somebody who has pores, and I have some pitting and scarring left over from acne from when I was a teenager, I'm usually not trying to highlight this whole area here. I want it to be a little bit more matte and flawless. So if you are somebody who, as I said, has really beautiful skin, you want a shiny, highlighty blush, this could be very nice for you. I do find for me, I will probably like to use it as a eyeshadow. I actually used a little bit of it on my eyes today to give me some shimmer. I also tapped a little bit of it on top of the lip gloss that I'm wearing today to give it a little bit extra peachy shine. So I do think I'm going to get use out of this product, but I'm not sure that I will use it as a blush. Now, my main issue is that on the OFRA website, nowhere did it say that this was a shiny or highlighter-ish or that it had a sheen to it on the description. So I would probably be pretty disappointed. I mean, it doesn't say it's matte, but this is so far from being like even a blush with a bit of sheen to it. It is like highlighter level. So I'd be very disappointed if I bought this through the website and didn't realize until I got it just how much of a sheen it had. This also leads into another point that somebody made on my last video, which is they have a hard time buying from the OFRA website because they don't find that the color match is very true to life from the website to what you actually receive. And I would also say that if you're going to sell blushes, in addition to telling me what the tone is like in the actual written description, I would love it if they would say if it is matte, if it has a little bit of a satin finish, or if it is very bright and shiny. So for me, because of the way, not that it is a bad product, but just because of what I look for in a blush, this would be a pass for me as a blush. But I do think I will be using it on my eyes and perhaps even a little bit as a highlight, although a strongly pink highlight is a little too dark for me. But I could see putting on blush and just maybe sweeping this over, not to try to get the color tone of it, but maybe to get a little bit of sheen when I want it. Would I recommend this product? What I would say is if you are interested in trying OFRA's blushes, and I haven't tried any of the other ones, so I can only speak to this one, which, as I said, is not my cup of tea for a blush, I would consider buying the single that goes into a magnetic palette for $12 American. It's not a huge investment, especially if as an American you can go out and find it at Ulta, because then you could hopefully actually swatch it. It's not a huge investment. You don't get a lot of product, but I actually like it when companies give you a small amount of product for less of a price so that you can try it out. I think they do that well with their blushes, and I think their blushes are fairly reasonably priced, as I said, for getting a smaller amount. And really, I mean, you don't tend to go through blushes that much, so I don't mind getting a smaller amount for less of a price point. So that is my review of the OFRA Peach Blush. I do hope that you enjoyed this review. If you did, a thumbs up would be great. If you've not subscribed, please do so if you would like to see more of my reviews. And if you also received this, if you've tried other OFRA blushes, any other comments that you have, things you want to tell me and share with me about the brand or the product, leave them in the comments. I love having conversations with you guys in the comments, and I respond to every comment that I get. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.